Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Fragments of Memory, aka the Armchair Philosopher. And as I'm heading into work today, I just had a thought. I just had a major thought in my mind. We're still children looking for the garden. Even when we grow up, even when we get married or don't get married, even if we have children of our own, we're still children looking for the garden. Now, I'm saying this to say, I'll use myself as an example. Growing up, I had a decent childhood, and I have fond memories of preschool, kindergarten, being that little child, even reminiscing about cartoons that I watched as a child. And there's certain special feelings of nostalgia when I hear the theme songs to sitcoms that were popular and in prime time when I was a child. And I feel good, and there's all these wonderful gushing feelings that come with that. And then I try to compare it to today. So when I compare it to today is all gray, today is all full of struggles and trials, and I'm going, but I want to go back there where things seem to be easier. And of course, nostalgia can fool us, as I'm well aware of. And of course, our memories, though good, can sometimes be faulty and deceive us. Let me run over here. Crossing the street, that's why I'm doing this. But anyway, we long for that. So, with that being set up, I want to jump ahead to relationships. And men are saying women don't do right. Women are saying men don't do right. And ultimately, it's because we're still those little children. The woman says, I'm not going to do this until he starts acting like this. And the guy, same thing, just vice versa. And of course, neither one is happy because both of us are in these situations where nobody wants to get cheated. Nobody wants to feel like they're being scammed or whatever the case might be. So everybody's trying to have one up on the other, which is what children do. Children have this need to one up the other. Something, I was thinking about is, I used to do this with my sister. When we were growing up, my sister, who we're both now adults, she's 10 months younger than me. You can cue your jokes in here at this time, but my sister is 10 months younger, and we would have many clashes. And looking back, a lot of it is so petty. But here we are, neither one of us wanting to back down, neither one of us wanting to give in, neither one of us wanting to say, hey, I was wrong, I'm sorry. Everybody wanting to be right, and often at the risk of peace, harmony, we just gotta be right. And we gotta let everybody know I'm right and you're wrong. And that's what kills us in a lot of these relationships, at least as I've experienced. So, we're still the children looking for the garden. We have this sort of childlike concept of fairness, where if she could do it, so can I. And in an ideal world, yes, everything is fair, but as we get older, as I've gotten older, I recognize that life truly is not fair. That people do play favorites. Hell, I've played favorites, and I was unconscious of it at the time, but looking back, I could tell you there were situations where I had my personal preferences and somebody else didn't fit those preferences, so I treated them accordingly. And I didn't consciously set out to do so, or the intent was not there, but I did it nevertheless. And I talk about that just to say, dealing with someone else, because I've been noticing on Facebook a lot and other social media sites, you see these memes and even these Facebook statuses of women who say, well, if only men knew how to do this, and men were this, and men were that, then maybe I'd give him ... and vice versa. Men say the same thing, and I'm guilty of it too. And pardon me for just rambling, but that's just something that was quickly on my mind today. Now, what do you think, YouTube? What do you think about that? Please rate, leave your feedback, heck, even make a video about it. Peace, and be easy like Sunday morning.